Once upon a time, in a sky full of twinkling stars, there was a tiny, sleepy star named Twinkle. Twinkle wasn't like the other stars that shone brightly all night long. She was a bit smaller and softer, and she loved to dream. Each night, Twinkle would watch her friends glitter and dance in the sky, while she felt her eyelids grow heavy. She would yawn a gentle, glowing yawn, and slowly she would start to drift into a dreamy state. Twinkle lived high above a peaceful village where the children below would gaze up at the stars before bed. Every night they would say, "Good night, Twinkle. Dream sweet dreams." The little star always smiled back, her soft light twinkling warmly in response. One evening, as the sun set and the sky turned deep blue, Twinkle felt especially sleepy. The other stars were excited, shining their brightest as they prepared to sparkle through the night. But Twinkle, feeling the warmth of the day's last light, couldn't help but let out a big, soft yawn. She floated gently over to a fluffy cloud which had drifted close to her that evening. The cloud was so inviting, soft, and cozy, just perfect for a little star like Twinkle to rest on. Twinkle nestled into the cloud, sighing with contentment. "I'll just close my eyes for a moment," she thought. As Twinkle lay on the cloud, she could hear the soothing sounds of the night beginning to play their gentle lullaby. The wind whispered through the leaves of the trees far below, and the crickets began to sing their sleepy songs. Even the night birds cooed softly as they found their places to rest. Twinkle's eyes began to close as she listened to the night's melody. The cloud she was resting on cradled her gently, rocking her back and forth like a lullaby in the sky. The stars around her noticed Twinkle beginning to doze off, and they smiled kindly, dimming their lights just a little to let her sleep. As Twinkle drifted into sleep, she began to dream. In her dream, she floated down from the sky, gently descending into the village below. She found herself in a magical garden where the flowers glowed with a soft, comforting light. The flowers sang a lullaby, their petals swaying gently with the music. "Welcome, little star," the flowers whispered, their voices like a warm breeze. "You've worked hard all night, shining so beautifully. Now it's time for you to rest." Twinkle smiled in her sleep, feeling the love and warmth in their words. Twinkle wandered through the garden, feeling the soft grass beneath her tiny star feet. She came across a small pond where the water shimmered with the reflection of the moon. As she looked into the water, she saw her own reflection, shining softly and happily. "This is such a peaceful place," Twinkle thought. She felt her heart fill with happiness, knowing that she was surrounded by beauty and kindness. The night creatures, like gentle rabbits and curious fireflies, came to visit her, each bringing a message of calm and tranquility. Twinkle's dream continued, and she found herself lying in a bed of the softest flower petals. The flowers wrapped around her like a blanket, their fragrance soothing her into a deeper sleep. The garden was silent now, but the silence was comforting, like a gentle hug from the night itself. "Good night, little star," the night whispered to her. "Sleep well, and when you wake, you will shine even brighter." Twinkle smiled, feeling a wave of calmness wash over her. She knew that when the morning sun rose, she would wake up feeling refreshed and ready to twinkle brightly again. Back up in the sky, the cloud-cradled Twinkle tenderly as she slept, her light gently pulsing with the rhythm of her dreams. The other stars watched over her, their lights soft and protective. The night was peaceful, and the world below slept soundly, comforted by the presence of the little star. And so, the night passed, quiet and serene. Twinkle slept soundly on her cloud, dreaming of her magical garden and the peaceful creatures that lived there. When the first light of dawn began to peek over the horizon, the other stars began to fade, one by one. But Twinkle stayed nestled in her cloud, her light glowing softly as she continued to dream. She knew that when the time came for her to wake, she would be ready to shine again, bright and beautiful in the night sky. And so, the sleepy little star rested, knowing that she was loved and watched over, ready to twinkle again when the night returned. Good night, Twinkle. Dream sweet dreams.